Guys, it's Elise and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the Jesy Nelson Odd One Out documentary reaction. It is currently, I don't even know what time, let's have a look. 8:55 in the morning here in Australia, and it's been a couple hours since the documentary aired on BBC 3. But I am very excited to watch this, but also very it's weird because I'm so proud of Jesy, but I don't want to see her talk about all these things because I look up to her so much, you know what I mean? I hope you guys are picking up what I'm putting down, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I've got the documentary here. I'm gonna watch it on camera for an hour and then I'll just chop it up to hopefully make an okay long video, if that makes sense. Okay long video, that didn't make sense. An okay length video. I fucking don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna sit here for an hour with a ring light and get a headache, but let's just do it. Also, when I screen record, it's not gonna have screen record from the phone because that's copyright issues, but you will see the picture and you'll hear the same audio I'm hearing from my speakers. Anyway, so let's do it. Oh. Love her. Oh yes, outfit. Sorry, but that's a slaying outfit.
My mum is terrified about me making this documentary. She cried the other day. Mum? My mum is so protective. I think that it terrifies her knowing that I could go back to the person I used to be 5 years ago.
I don't want to see her cry, I'm gonna cry.
In 2011, I was on X Factor. I was put into a girl group called Little Mix, and we were all told that we had to have social media.
I don't want it.
The whole world had an opinion on me, and they weren't good ones.
I don't understand people.
Then comments started, it became the worst time of my life. I wasn't known as just one of the singers in Little Mix. I was known as the fat, ugly one. It literally consumed every part of me. This is a joke. The paint costume. Look at this. Excess material. And then look, everyone's going to think I've got rolls. It's not rolls, it's just extra material.
Cheers.
Look. I hit such a low point in my life that I just stopped turning up for work.
Little Mix's Jesy Nelson had to cancel at the very last minute. One user wrote, quote, "Kill yourself."
What they said to me still affects me now. I just look shit and uncomfortable.
Excuse me. That outfit is the best outfit ever in that fucking video. Oh my god, Jess.
This is something I've wanted since being a little girl, until these bullies did what they did.
How dare they? The audacity of these fucking people. Here we go.
Where's my Jessica? Come here. Come here.
Look at her.
Oh,
Jay.
have a night.
Look at her.
I just always wanted to be in front of the camera.
Oh my god,
she's
she's so cute.
Entertaining people. It sounds bad, but when I was at school, there was no other way for me. There was no fallback. It was either I perform or I guess I'll be skinned for the rest of my life.
Oh, Jay. Now my life.
I've always been obsessed with X Factor. I just think, I know I can win that. And I genuinely believe that if you can envision something, you can make it happen.
I agree too, Jesy.
Look
at her.
He's off already.
Oh, Jay.
Come on, Oscar.
Oscar?
Being in Little Mix is just the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Thank you so much.
This
oh my
is
god.
my awards and my achievements.
Oh, a room for awards? We stand.
If I am having a down day, I do like to just casually pop up here and look at what I've achieved.
Aww.
One of my favourites, you know, out of all the awards that we have. This isn't an award, this is like a little memorabilia of when we did One Love Manchester. Because sometimes I forget that I am in a girl band who's done quite well.
How do you forget? Oh my god.
I couldn't for myself. Girl would come from Dagenham, who was a barmaid. Yeah.
I have that poster.
Jessy's in the middle, then there's her elder sister Jade, elder brother Johnny, and then a younger brother Joe.
JJ.
More or less brought them up myself since they were younger, split with their dad.
Strong woman. Jan. We stand Jan.
Rented a
Oh. You okay, Mama? Yeah, you? Yeah, good, thank you. Did you get any old photos?
Oh yeah,
Did you?
Oh my
From
God.
when? How old?
when you're baby.
Look at that!
Oh my god, I like Cabbage Patch doll. Why is my head so big and round? I mean, my attire wasn't helping.
His
These,
tire.
you look your most stunning.
Oh my god.
That made me take me to this junction where I could just find the weirdest things.
Oh my
Like,
god,
people
me though, to be
around
honest.
with teeth in all the time. I was such a strange child.
I love the fucking teeth.
But look, how innocent.
Oh!
Sweet and innocent Fiona.
Look at her!
If my mum could, she would have me go back to looking like
Of
this.
course I would, yeah. No, for your own sake, I think our makeup is too much.
Ah!
Like, your eyelashes are too long, and you don't need to do all that. You just don't need to do it, because
Me.
the best.
Mum, but I'm also a woman now, and I enjoy makeup. I like it.
Mhm.
Most girls like makeup, Mum. And
Thank you, Jesy.
and like doing themselves up. I enjoy that.
I wish you could see you how I see you with no makeup on, because I just think you look lovely.
She loves a hat.
I am so proud. When I watch on stage, I still get excited, you know, I'm glad it's cheering in the crowd.
Oh.
And,
Just kidding.
yeah, but if you say that, if I could have back my Jess as she was before, I'd change it like that. Yeah, even not have the X Factor, not have any of that. Because I miss her.
Oh.
I just feel like I've kind of lost Jess to social media.
How does
As a
James
kid,
do
I
that
was very,
hairstyle?
very
I want to know
confident.
how to do that.
I never
properly.
had any issues
That.
with the way I looked, with my weight, until everything changed.
Oh, I'm gonna cry if I see this bit. So proud of those girls. Doesn't matter how many times you see that thing, you still tear up. Oh my god.
Going back to the hotel room with Leanne, and I remember I think I had about 101 inbox messages on my Facebook, and I remember clicking on it, and the first one that come up was from, I don't know who it was, some random man, and he was like, "You are the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. You do not deserve to be in this girl band. How on earth were you ever put in this girl band? You deserve to die." And I remember thinking, how have I just won the X Factor and all I want to do is go home and just go back to being a barmaid? I just wanted to just go back to my normal life, and I just was like, oh, there's nothing I can do about this now, I'm in it.
Let's go, yeah.
Wow.
2, 4.
On your Jess.
Spiraled out of control.
I don't like seeing her
I've never looked at
upset.
myself and thought that I was abnormal looking,
She's not.
and that's how I was made to feel.
Couldn't really have much conversation with her, and normally she'd be like the chattiest person in the world. It just was.
Bless Jesy, hashtag Little Mix, she's trying to look like the rest. Well, stop, you're fat and you look like a chipmunk. Jesy is getting
What
fatter
the
each week.
fuck?
Jesy has lost a lot of weight. They probably could have made a fifth.
Seriously, who? I don't understand. Like, who's in their right mind sits behind a computer screen and writes this shit? Like, I'll give you a pass if you think things, but you don't need to put it out there for people to see. Oh my god.
Worked out you shave Jessy's head from Little Mix, she looks exactly like E.T.
Why are people saying things about her face? Her face is gorgeous.
Jesy, the barmaid, like the happy, confident girl that I used to be. I was this vulnerable, nervous wreck the whole time. When we do interviews, everyone says, "Oh, do you ever watch your?" Everyone says, "Do you ever watch old videos back of you when you're on X Factor?" And I can't. Like, I actually, like, can't watch them back because it just makes me so sad. And it's the time of my life that I will
I
never
want to
get
watch
back.
her cry. I really don't want to watch her cry, and I know it's going to happen in this video, and I'm going to let him out too.
My brain started to
Ooh.
believe everything that people were saying about me.
Pictures of like my body and put a monster's head on the body. She said, and now, should I look in the mirror? And I don't see me anymore. I just see, like, I literally see like a monster looking back at me. I must look like that.
No!
I felt embarrassed. I felt ashamed. It got so bad to the point where I couldn't even bring myself to get out of bed in the morning, and I just stopped turning up for work.
I remember that too.
I remember getting pulled into an office by someone I worked with at the time, and they said, "This can't continue. I think you need to go on antidepressants."
Someone you worked with at the
And I
time.
remember thinking, why should I go on antidepressants because of what people are saying about me?
Right.
We are going to record our brand new single. Yeah! They're excited.
They're excited. What a bop. Ah, such a bop.
On point.
Yeah!
Just on point.
Don't hate me, but I feel like we can love it better.
You're crazy.
Do you get chills? I get chills.
It is a little bit of a nightmare when it comes to like video shoots and photo shoots and approving things, and
Look
it has
at
been a bit
me.
hard to
Whew.
approve.
But I feel pressure with these now, I'm so sorry. So sorry. That's so annoying. So sorry.
But how does she get that back? How does she go back to feeling confident and feeling amazing, like from all that shit that happened to her?
Oh, she's stunning her. No, you don't.
The three of us, as our mates, just didn't know what to do, and just had to sort of watch this amazing, funny girl sort of become a bit like a broken doll. It was horrible.
The press and in the magazines and on social media, and you can't hide it from the world. It was a constant thing that just kept eating away at her and eating away at her, and then it got to the point where she literally, I don't think she could handle it anymore.
This is a hard watch, you
I think
guys.
it might have been 2013 when I'd lost quite a bit of weight. We were going back on X Factor to perform our new single, and I didn't give a shit if the performance was going to be good. All I cared about was people seeing me and going, "Oh, she looks good, she's lost weight." Like, that's all I wanted people to say when they saw the performance.
Get you back up the wall. Don't you get comfortable.
Starved myself for a week. I didn't eat anything, so I thought if I eat, then I'm going to put on weight, and then people are going to call me fat. And then the next day, the first interview that we had, the lady come in and she said, "Have you seen what's been said about you online, Jesy? Katie Hopkins just basically called you fat."
Oh my god.
What I remember feeling at that time was, what's the fucking point? I've just starved myself for a week and I'm still getting called fat. So I could be the skinniest girl in the world and this is never going to go away. And that was the pinnacle point for me when I got severely depressed and it just spiraled out of control.
Do you think that none of us really knew what was going on
being in
too?
the restaurant with my mum, I just kept looking around. I was just on edge the whole time because I just kept thinking people were talking about me. And I remember my mum saying, "Oh, Jesy, what's wrong with you?" She was like, "Just relax." And I remember leaving, I went home. And I just sat in bed and I was just crying, thinking, "This is never good." Sorry, I just remember thinking, this is never going to go. Like, oh God, I'm going to constantly wake up and just feel sad for the rest of my life. So what's the point of being here? Like, there's no point waking up and feeling sad every day because I couldn't, like, I physically, like, couldn't
I
tolerate the
can't
pain
watch her
anymore.
cry.
It felt like, it just, like, the only way I can describe the pain is that it feels like, if you've ever been heartbroken in your life, is it just feels like constantly feeling heartbroken.
It's really hard to watch her cry, oh my god.
And I remember thinking, I just need to make this go away. And it was the first time I thought, I'm gonna do this, like I'm just gonna end this. And I just remember going to the kitchen and I just took as many tablets as I could.
Jesy.
And then I just laid in bed for ages. And I just kept thinking, like, just let it happen, just hurry up, just let it happen, like. And then I remember my ex who was with me at the time, I remember he woke up and he was like, why are you crying? Why are you crying? And I just kept saying, I just want to die. I just want to die. And he was like, why are you saying that for? Why are you saying that? I was like, because I do, I just want it to go away. And he like was like trying to make me be sick in the bathroom. And then, yeah, and then the ambulance came. I remember the doctor said to me, you're so lucky that you didn't take any more. He's like, because that would have been it. You could have done severe damage to yourself.
Oh my God.
I remember feeling really angry at all those people.
No, I'm crying.
And I wanted to just find every single person that had ever said anything horrible to her and just look them in the eye and say, like, look what you've done to this girl.
It's the hardest thing I've ever had to watch.
Because every single person that said something should have been held accountable for making her feel like that.
Absolutely.
That was just horrible, knowing a child's done that. And you know what the worst thing was knowing she was like, literally, she lived 3 minutes walk from me, so I was probably in bed, and she had done that to herself. And knowing it's just horrible. And knowing, can you stop there, please? Stop. Yeah, it's just horrible. And you're just lying there going to sleep, and you know, one of your children are trying to kill themselves. And just felt like a bad mum, really.
I've got to stop. Oh my God. That right there. Like, I have to stop and just contain myself. Like, I knew this would be a hard watch, but to see Jesy absolutely cry, then hear the story about what she just talked about, then to see all the other girls cry too, it's like, and to think that we had no idea. Us as mixers, like, I'm sure, like, obviously there's a reason why we didn't know, and now we're finding out, and it's like, oh my God, but to think, I can't even say the words, to think that she tried to do what she tried to do, that's, oh my God.
You just want the physical pain that you're feeling to stop. I feel so glad that I'm still here, but I know that cyberbullying and trolling has a devastating effect on young people and their families all over the country. I'm going to meet the parents of a young girl who, like me, was targeted online.
Hello.
Nowadays, whether you're famous or not, you cannot get away from social media. Just over a year ago, she took her own life.
Oh God.
She was only 16 years old.
Holy shit.
Hello, how are you?
Alright, you, I'm Anne.
Lovely to give you a cuddle. Hello, lovely to meet you.
This is a
Thank you so
hard
much
topic.
for seeing me and talking to me today. Can you tell me about Sian?
I can describe her as a female human version of Tigger. Because she just bounced and skipped wherever she went, and it was lovely to see. She was always like in her own little world, and
swimming with her.
Oh,
The
that's such a
dolphins.
gorgeous picture.
And that's her last school picture.
Oh my God, she's stunning.
Isn't she?
Yeah. She didn't see what we saw, you know.
Was it her looks and her appearance that she was bullied for?
Yeah, I think so.
Why? What is
Maybe
wrong with her?
when
Like,
she
she's
came
gorgeous.
home, or late at night,
Right.
Facebook,
Yeah.
group chats. It's exactly as she left it. Makeup, everything everywhere. Even the boots are still there.
Oh,
So it's just the first door up there.
thank you. It's just so frustrating to see these pictures of her because
You can't tell.
she's completely took that away from her and made her that sad that she wanted to do this. The fact that her mum can't even come up into her room just makes me feel so sad. I just want to be in her anymore. Things still the same. It's weird, I feel like she's still there, it's really strange. It looks like how, like, I leave my room. What do you think could be done to stop this from happening to other young people? Do you think that social media have a responsibility, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter? Because obviously anyone can go on there and say whatever they like.
Yeah, I think there should be a lot more. I mean, this last time they made a false account up of Sian's back from the dead.
Oh my God.
And there was some really awful things.
Oh,
So I tried getting in touch with Facebook because when they did these nasty accounts, Sian's proper Facebook got took down as well.
Right.
So I've like messaged Facebook time and time asking them if they could reactivate her. So I've got pictures, she's got pictures on there, we've got messages, and they don't respond.
Like someone's taken their own life, and big social media networks don't want to do anything to possibly help out the family that's been affected by it. That's disgusting.
Her friends set up a balloon release on the promenade, which is, that was all the balloons that were released. And people also painted pink pebbles and put them all over the wall.
Amazing.
Shoulder to shoulder with angels you fly. No one can touch you in your resting place, and no one can hurt you now that you're safe. I wake each morning to start a new day, but the pain of losing you never goes away. I want to call you and just hear your voice, and I remember that I have no choice. Someday I know all will be well, and I'll see you again with stories to tell. Until then, my memories of you I'll keep near, and I'll pass them on to those who are dear. I miss you, Sian, and I wish you were still here.
Oofed.
I'm sorry for getting upset. Can I give you a cuddle? I'm sorry. I feel like it's so weird. I feel like even just you talking about it, I feel like I know it's really sad. I just think it was so brave. I don't think I've ever met two parents as incredible and as strong as Sian's parents.
They're incredibly strong people.
And for me, that like really hit home. But what I find so incredibly devastating is that Sian never got that opportunity. It's so important to teach kids at a young age and make them aware that bullying isn't okay, and this is the effects that it has, and this is what one comment can do to someone's life. I've come along to a class organised by an anti-bullying charity to see how they're teaching kids how to deal with online abuse.
Social media is good. Yeah?
On this.
Why do you think social media is bad?
I think there's more negatives than positives, like being able to say whatever you like. Some things may hurt other people, and the things you can't always track down who it is.
Hannah herself was bullied from a very young age about the colour of her hair and her appearance.
The colour of her hair. Are you kidding?
People have said.
Freak. Ugly.
What a great way to teach though. Like that's like dead set. This method that she's using right now is literally what the girls are portraying in their strip music video when they have the words all over them. She's just using post-it notes. What a great way to
protect others.
Teach.
Why do you think these comments and post-it notes are in the pocket? They still stay with you. Hidden away somewhere in the back of your mind, but they still do stay.
Yeah, exactly. The words that people use, whether they choose to use them positively or negatively, they have a permanency and they stick with us. Exactly.
What a fantastic class.
Inspiring. I loved how many kids wanted to learn about how to stop bullying and how to help other kids at school. I just feel like if I'd have had that at school, it might have
helped me a lot more. Hannah's invited me to meet a group of other young people who have also been targeted by online bullies.
So many out there, like, you are not alone.
So I don't mind kicking this off. So like when I was young in school, like talking 13, 14, it was a lot of like texting, the anonymous calls. Literally, you're a fat fuck, there's no point you even being here, just eating all the food supplies, and that's literally just...
Don't understand.
I would get DMs from random people I don't know from wherever, and they'd be pictures or videos of really explicit content. Men performing acts over pictures of mine or videos of mine.
That's disgusting.
I've been picked on because of like my height, and I'm very skinny, so like I went to the gym for like a long time.
Like, this is crazy.
I got told my face is very deformed and that I should chop my head off so that they don't have to look at me anymore.
It was only actually a few weeks ago, someone said to me that I've gained a lot of weight and that if I could just control it, I'd be pretty again. But I was bullied online when I was about 18 by my ex's friends, and one day I had enough and I told them, you know, stop bullying me, otherwise I'm going to go to the police. And they said, just go kill yourself.
And the comments, people were telling me to like kill myself, to cut myself more, to starve myself to death. And I wish I had people like you when I was that like age, because nobody spoke about that in school. No one talked about bullying or how to keep yourself safe online. And
it's not about people's talent or intelligence anymore. It's all about the way you look. There's nothing else.
Here we go. Let's roll on, please. Hold your poses in sync.
I know that some people think Little Mix might be a part of the problem, and I would hate to think that, because I want women to feel stronger and empowered, not weaker.
So we are on stage
for our brand new music video, Bounce Back.
And I know that people look up to pop stars like us and feel under pressure to look as good as we do in our music videos. But that's after hours and hours of hair and makeup and lighting.
But she does look fucking stunning. Come on. Best outfit in the whole video.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
And I know I'm not a diva, it's just a guard that I put up because I'm trying to protect myself. And that feeling again of...
The amount of hairstyles she's had in this video, this like documentary, oh, we stand.
I really wish that I could just not care. Like, I just feel awkward and uncomfortable. I just want to perform and be myself. So I just look shit and uncomfortable. I just look like a fat ugly rat.
Where?
It's weird because the more you compliment her and the more you try to tell her that she looks incredible, the more she's like, no, I don't. And like, she's adamant.
What did you think when you watched that back then?
I do have scars myself as per usual.
Are you kidding
Very
me?
rare occasions I like myself in videos.
Jade.
Everyone says she looks like a goddess.
Yep.
She won't be tall.
Mm-hmm.
There's no telling Nelson.
No, that I do post pictures
stunning.
for other people's approval, and I don't know why.
I'm going to go see a body image specialist called Liz Ritchie.
A body image
Works for
specialist.
people like me.
I find a lot of comments online about me now, and that I wear too much makeup. What do you think about that?
As long as you know and you're content with the fact that you were doing it for you,
Right.
then that's absolutely fine. I would maybe question, who is Jesy behind the makeup? So looking through your Instagram post, Jesy, these photographs are so perfect. They're absolutely amazing. How do you feel when you post on Instagram? Do you feel that you need to post something that really looks good?
Most of the time, yeah. Because of the
stunning.
way that I'm
So
supposed
stunning.
to look now.
Right.
I can't just post a picture of me where I don't look perfect.
Is it something about...
I feel that, to
other
be honest.
people?
Going back to being that girl again, of being the fat one, the ugly one in the group. I used to get such a like, I used to get such anxiety.
Oh, we lost sound again.
That you're going to be put off by that. I felt like I've had to be this new Jesy that everyone likes because everyone hated the old Jesy.
No, we didn't.
What Liz really made me realise is that I loved that Jesy, and I can't just love this Jesy. I've got to love every part of me.
Whereas a lot of people winter, but you don't see that in
Couple
Brighton, do you?
goals.
No, I was used to come here as a kid though.
Did you?
Yeah, loved it.
What, with your mum?
Yeah, Peter Pan's playground.
Where's that?
Over.
When I first obviously started spending a lot more time with her, especially staying around the house, I noticed that she had many insecurities. There'd be obviously times where she wouldn't let me see her physically without makeup, especially for the first sort of 4 or 5 times when I come around here, we go on dates and stuff. She'd get up in the morning, almost before like crack of dawn, to make sure she was out of bed and putting makeup on, and she got back into bed with a full face of makeup. So I used to look at her and think she woke up like that, but she didn't. She was just like pre-prepared and getting up in the morning. But that again was purely her insecurity to not having makeup on. And this is why she obviously can't. She'll never wash her hair any time when I'm around because it goes frizzy. She's naturally got this proper frizzy hair. So I have to come to the fridge just to see it, and this is the photo. And I love it, because that is her. And that's her with a fresh face. No makeup.
That.
So sometimes, yeah, I do just come out my way. I don't want a cup of tea, but I'll say I'm going to the kitchen, so I just want to look at it for a few minutes. And I'll stand here and I'll go back in. She'll say, "Where's your tea?" And I'll say, "I wasn't that thirsty, to be honest."
Aww, that's so cute.
Oh, I don't know why, look at you.
Oh, shut up.
No, you do. You have this aura. It's like a bit of a glow. If you look at her eyes, they're like...
Oh my gosh.
They're like golf balls, they're beautiful. She got like a model's jawline. I love this bit, it comes in here, and then the chin is very prominent. She's got fantastic lips. Her eyebrows are brilliant. Her forehead, like everything about it. And you got good ears.
Oh, thank you. Very observant.
Aww.
Why is it like golf balls?
Yeah, and they're lovely. They're fucking incredible eyes. Proper golf balls.
Right, I don't want golf ball eyes.
Like golf ball eyes, like a Titan's Pro V1.
What?
Like big.
Never heard that before. It's a Chris original. She's so gorgeous, it's insane.
In light of what we've just been talking about, I'm just really interested in how you feel when you look at these photographs.
Yes. Okay.
Okay?
See, this one makes me happy. I am not.
So cute!
Many cares on. Oh yes.
Is this pre-X Factor?
This is X Factor.
X Factor. Okay, so there's a shift occurring now because we're going into X Factor territory.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you feeling then? Can you remember?
Just really sad.
Would you be okay looking at some old footage of the X Factor days?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Oh, that was tough.
We'll do this with kindness.
Okay.
Yeah.
This competition
Is everything.
I just found what 3 best friends can be with these girls. It's changed my life.
Yeah.
Is it they're never gonna sing this again?
Oh, I don't like it.
Because they're gonna perform it again?
Right, that's enough.
Oh.
And that night, all I remember doing was just thinking, I just want to go home. Like, I didn't care about winning. I didn't care about anything. I just wanted to go home, be with my family, and just hide away.
Wow. I mean, that's the thing that got you here, that self-acceptance, that self-belief. You suddenly didn't hop from being an X Factor to where you are today. There's lots in the middle that you did.
This lady is
and
so
you did that
on
as
the ball. Like,
X Factor Jesy.
Yeah.
You were an evolution of her.
Yeah.
She enabled your progress.
So she wasn't that bad.
She wasn't. She so wasn't.
Yeah. That was the first time I've ever watched anything from X Factor.
wow.
And I know it was only a few seconds, but for me, that's huge progress.
Absolutely. Slow steps are good steps.
And I don't think I will ever be the same again. But what I do know is that I'm getting better. Talk about stuff that makes you feel low and feel down. The more you talk about it, it's like throwing it. I know it sounds stupid, like throwing it away and getting rid of it, and like you become stronger.
You're not bottling it anymore.
And I just, because I know I've got such a big fan base, and even though I like social media, there's some parts I hate about it. I think if I've got that platform, I can use that to like help other young people who are feeling like rubbish in themselves or feeling really low and down. Do you know what I mean?
I'm just so proud of you, Jess. I don't think you realise how proud
We stand Jan. We stand Jan. We stand Jan.
Today I am posting an old picture of me from the X Factor. And this was the day after we won the final. Should have been the happiest day of my life. And what's really sad is that the other 3 girls sitting next to me were literally living their dream, and this was the day that I remembered feeling like the whole world hated me.
I remember when she posted this photo too. I was lying in my bed. It was almost bedtime for me, I believe. Yeah.
She was feeling exactly how I am, and hopefully they know that they can get through it too.
Seeing like little signs of the old Jess come back, and I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Oh.
Please, if you're feeling how I did, speak about it, because there's always help out there. If you'd have told that girl one day you won't feel sad anymore, I'd have never have believed you, and here I am. Now when I look in the mirror, I don't see Jesy the fat one.
Just see Jesy. No? Where's my comment?
18 comments already. They're all just so lovely.
Because we love you, Jesy. We really do.
Jade's commented and said, I can't wait for the world to see your journey. I'm so proud of you and how far you've come. I love you so much, and more importantly, I love how much you've grown to love you.
I love that. Oh, that song hits home.
Positive from that horrible time.
This is one of their best songs.
If I could give my younger self any advice, it would be that I promise one day you're going to be happy again.
That's crazy. That documentary made me feel so many emotions. Like, obviously it made me feel really upset, but it also had really some high points, and like, you know, it just, I don't know, like, what brings people to be nasty, and no one does. But my thoughts is they have something else in their life that's going on, and they just want to take it out on somebody else. So to take it out on a celebrity or someone that they go to school with is their easy target. So yeah, that is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give a giant thumbs up. And Jesy, if you ever happen to be watching this video, I am so proud of you. You've been my role model for the longest time, and I look up to you so much, and to hear some of your story just makes you an even stronger person. And I hope you really know that, because so many girls like myself and boys look up to you, and we love you so much, and we support you with whatever you do, and we love you so much, and you're an icon and a legend and a star. So make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram, on the social medias, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.